This is the most intense, like, positive channel that I've received to share. And I'm gonna try to contain the energy. So the supernova has been located. The supernova has been located. Stillness after the storm. Which is interesting because you would think in flying into a supernova that like you would get obliterated. But if you are made up of the stars, if you can match the energy of that supernova, instead of being obliterated by it, it amplifies it. Nonconformity, unearthing fears, shedding the masks. What parts of you are front and center that are no longer serving you? How can you redecorate your mask? How can you change the material makeup of your mask? The supernova is happening within the heart space, within the spiritual dream realm. It's like a seal of destiny, like a kiss from the sun. A marriage between the sun and the moon, your light side, your dark side, actually embodying and becoming that safe space for real. Not only for yourself, but for the community as a whole. Because if you know what you know, and you know that, nobody can knock you over. And when nobody can knock you over and you're standing tall, not only does that set an example for other people, but you're a steady, stable base if people need to reach out for some assistance. And in turn, they will help you. They will help you reach that embodiment of power. They won't try to convince you to do things outside of who you truly are. If there's a day where you go around just being a major hater and your friends and loved ones know that you're not like that, they're not gonna tell you that, hey, you need to be so fucking happy and this and that. No, but they will tell you, hey, be careful. Be careful, because you are putting that energy out there. So when you do have very, not physically violent, but like emotionally violent releases, when the lock finally drops and the safe bursts open. Wow, okay. That is the protection. That is the protection. And we just want to make sure that we are checking ourselves and loving ourselves so that we can be patient, and that will balance out the aggressiveness of the impact of the supernova, of the hateful, really dark, blaming me or nothing type of energy. That was interesting. Can we can we learn more about that? Because the abundance is in the options. So me or nothing is not abundance. Me or them or that place or that business or that location or that house. that recording artist, that musician, that actress, that actor, that model. See, in order to thrive in these industries, it's important to hit that supernova, to be the supernova energy within yourself. Because in these types of industries, in entertainment industries, including sex porn industry, which is important, if we want to truly be able to protect the people that we love to watch, we need to make sure that we are safe spaces for them, whether we are directly interacting with a low to high level professional in any subject, any case. Could be doctors. The doctor world is freaking harsh and aggressive too. Not all the time, but you see what I mean. The bridge. Okay, so if that's the case, then what do we need to do to prepare for the supernova impact? I see 3 lines. That's a little bit a lot. 3 lines. One more. Okay. So for some of you, you're going, or maybe this could be in phases: detachment, spiritual contemplation, free from inner pain. Detaching from your pain so that your emotions do not control your actions. Your emotions help balance your actions. Mind, heart, body, soul. Considering all of that, taking the time to consider all of that before making a decision, making a movement, making an action. In those times that you know that something so small is actually really fucking huge. Next one, action, fierce protector. Diving into like that sacred masculinity, that masculine energy, being able to not let it cross the boundary of becoming violent or harmful onto other people, recalibrating. Your masculine is guiding your internal feminine so that you know when to soften up and when to harden up. Next one, conduit, sorry. New beginnings, awakenings, connecting other worlds. Being able, no matter what your job is, no matter what your religion is, combining the two, becoming an embodiment of your practices, of your beliefs, not to force it on other people, but to share your light with them. Your light, because the light of the divine, of God, of whatever religion is already there. It's already there. So when you speak about it, you add something that nobody else can. You're able to find the people that somehow miraculously think or speak or receive the same channels as you in order to form bridges. And when you combine all of these 3 together, I guess that's the... Sorry, you guys. I'm freaking trying. There's 3. There's a 4th one. There's a 4th one that doesn't exist in the physical realm anymore. Like, it just disappeared. There was a 4th one that disappeared into thin air. The egg was in the nest, but then it disappeared. It just disappeared. The other 3 blossomed. The 4th one disappeared. Recognizing that Your spirit team, transfiguration, which you could say rising from the ashes, like transmuting, changing everything up. In this oracle deck, this is kind of like the Tower card. But the Tower card in tarot also can represent surprises. And the fact that this thing existed and then it disappeared into thin air, and you registered to a surface level that there is only 3, there is 1 missing. There has always been 4. And because you saw the egg, you know that it truly existed. But the fact that it somehow isn't here, but it's here, the surprise is that the people that you were praying to, the past loved ones, your spirit team, spiritual team, the divine, the stars, praying to clear the smoke, to let up the flames, praying for a breath of fresh air. And realizing that they were always there. When you ask for help, it amplifies. So they're more likely to show up in a dream to bring you confirmation. It amplifies. They're always there. It amplifies until you complete the mission that you asked for help with. And then they're still there. They're still around, but they're a little bit more free, and they're not pouring and recharging and putting everything towards you. And that's why it's so important to acknowledge and respect all teams, spirits, divines that you work with. Because there's always a 4th one. There's always a fucking hidden surprise. The supernova is the hidden surprise. Now, if I don't think about how, like, some of the things that I talk about and post, sometimes, like, similar topics will, like, show up in the newspaper or, like, world events or something. I don't know. I'm not saying, like, there's gonna be an actual supernova. Like, I don't know how crazy that would be. I actually don't keep up with that, like, star science, but I've been getting, like, hints towards the supernova for maybe about a week now. It's like if everything was gray. Everything was just gray, like not a blackout, a gray out. And then all of a sudden here comes this supernova. Synergy, loyalty to your unique path, and connecting with your inner child. Connecting with all phases and parts of yourself. Completely embodying them, because now it's safe to come outside to play. Ironic considering we're flying this spaceship into a fucking star. A fucking supernova, but when you reach that supernova energy, you're gonna feel nourished, because not only will others see how you love yourself, how you show up for others, but they'll want to return that energy to you. That supernova flow, the magnetism of it. Because even if it bursts outwards, it doesn't mean it can't pull you in. Like a supernova black hole collab in a type of way. What? Oh my God. It's like the big bang of your inner peace. That's kind of cool as fuck. Like, I don't know, you guys. Mastery, breaking the glass ceiling, and connecting to the world soul. Fucking congratulations, you guys, but you guys better buckle the fuck up right now, because things are gonna pop off energetically in the most beautiful way. You already know. You already know the small details of it. You already see the small signs of it. Abundance, healthy sexuality, and different forms of intimacy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, motherfuckers. You're good.